West Ham are opponents today after the opening day defeat to Liverpool. Things have gone much better. We played some league games, we played a couple of cup games, but West Ham are our opponents today. And also today, we're going to have a big dive into the Data Hub, which is one of the brand new features for FM22. If that sounds like something you'll enjoy, and if you're looking forward to the video, then do drop a like on the video and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then please do subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you do not miss an upload. Let's jump into episode 3 with Arsenal. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 and the Arsenal save. And 5 games into the Premier League season, we're actually doing pretty well. We lost our first game of the season at Anfield against Liverpool, but since then we have won all of our league games and won a couple of cup games. We'll go through what's been happening off camera in a second, but first of all, 1 or 2 more new players to show you from the transfer window. So joining Dani Ceballos and Gabriel Barbosa, we have Enzo Fernandez, an Argentinian 20-year-old central midfielder we've signed from River Plate. He's cost us just £4 million. He is on £27,000 a week, and he's a defensive midfielder, born-in midfielder, who looks very promising and has got a big future. Just 20 years old, hopefully lots of room to grow. He's a good passer of the ball, he's got a good work rate, he's athletic, he's got that bit of aggression to him as well, so he can work as that ball-winning midfielder. We've also got an 18-year-old midfielder, Xavi Simons, who you might recognise. He's come from Paris Saint-Germain for just £250,000. It was in his last year of his contract, so it was a very cheap fee. And he doesn't look too bad. He's only 18 years old. He's got some good attributes in there for those playmakers. His passing's not too bad. His technique's good. Plenty of room to grow once again. Started off in the Barcelona Academy. He's Dutch. And then joined PSG for free. We've picked him up for £250,000 in the last year of his deal. We have managed to offload Sead Kolasinac. He's gone to Brentford, of all places. £3.5 million is the fee, although we are still paying almost £50,000 a week of his wages, which is half of what he was on. So we've gotten rid of half the wage budget there, pretty much, and he's on 24k at Brentford. I don't think we would have got anything better than that in terms of money and in terms of how much we'd still be paying. So that's probably about as good as we could have got there. But Lacazette is still here. The transfer window has closed in the Premier League, but it is still open in other places. He is wanted at the moment by Toronto. So could be a move to the MLS for Lacazette. We'll wait and see. So last episode, we did lose 2-0 to Liverpool on the opening day of the Premier League, the early kickoff at Anfield. We really weren't at our best. It was a tough game, but yeah, we really weren't at our best here. So as mentioned, we did play some Premier League games and a couple of cup games off camera. So let's see what happened in those. Corner here with Odegaard, 50th minute, and Gabriel Barbosa heads the ball in for a goal on his debut in a London derby. What a way to introduce yourself to the Arsenal fans. Odegaard, corner kick, and Barbosa's done it again. 2 goals in the space of about 4 minutes for Barbosa, and he doubles the lead for Arsenal. O'Hare, long ball doesn't find anyone. Maitland-Niles to Nicolas Pepe, takes it past Martson, side by side here. And he's going to try and put a cross in here. It's a good one. Smith Rowe with a header. Ceballos with a header in. Ceballos makes it 1-0 in the 27th minute. His first Arsenal goal. He didn't score in his loan spell. That's his first Arsenal goal. Here's Odegaard to Tomiyasu. And the Japanese right back looking for a way in there. Here's Odegaard. Nicolas Pepe turns and shoots. And that's a nice finish into the goal. 14th minute. Arsenal lead 1-0 at Selhurst Park. Odegaard with the corner kick here, 29th minute, and Gabriel with a header, but just wide of the post. Bukayo Saka with the corner, headed away by Vestergaard, and here's Gabriel. And Gabriel, ball forward, finds Nicolas Pepe, and it's Barbosa with the close range finish, only about 3 yards out, but it's his 3rd Arsenal goal, and it's 1-0 here with 24 minutes gone. Here's Tierney. That's a ball for Saka, but doesn't find it. And Fofana, oh dearie me. Miscommunication there between Fofana and Kasper Schmeichel when Barbosa strikes to make it 2-0, 50th minute. Here's Lokonga to Thomas. Odegaard, oh what a finish. Martin Odegaard with his first goal of the season, and it was a beauty. Arsenal lead 1-0, 15.5 minutes gone. Tomiyasu with the throw to Saka. Odegaard. Barbosa has a go. Thomas Partey with the finish. 2-0, 20th minute. 2 goals in about 4 minutes for Arsenal here. Partey gets his first Arsenal goal. Barbosa through on goal here. Oh, and he took it a bit too wide and it was blocked by Salisu. Thomas with a shot and it's deflected off of Aubameyang. Is it going to count? I don't know. VAR is checking this to see if he was offside and the goal's been given. Tomiyasu with a throw. Headed away by Salisu and here's Lokonga to Saka. And that's a great ball for Aubameyang who puts it in at the far post to make it 4 with 24 minutes gone. An absolute blitz here by Arsenal. Well, poor Southampton lost to Arsenal 4-0 and just 4 days later they are back at the Emirates Stadium. But it's a very different Arsenal side this time round. And a header away by Salisu finds El Yunusi. And here's Adam Armstrong who's through on goal here and does what the Saints couldn't do in the league match and score. Southampton lead 1-0 in the 37th minute. Enzo Fernandez. And that's a good ball headed away by Livramento though. Xhaka to Tavares. Here's Smith Rowe. Oh, that is a finish. Absolute curler of a strike by Emil Smith Rowe. Equalises for Arsenal with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Salisu for Southampton here. Saved by Ramsdale. Thomas Partey with the chance to win it here for Arsenal if he scores it. And he does score it. Arsenal through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. So since losing 2-0 to Liverpool, we've actually won every game and conceded just 1 goal, and that was in the Carabao Cup. So much, much better. Liverpool was always going to be a tough match, but thankfully we picked up points against the sides I think we were expected to beat. Leicester away was a good result. We won 2-0 at King Power Stadium. That second goal, bit of a gift, but it's fine. So that does put us in 3rd place, although Chelsea played 2 games more than us, and we have a game in hand over Man United, so we could go level on points with United here. It's West Ham at home. Of course, West Ham were the beta team last year, and they're actually down in the relegation zone at the moment, which is a surprise. We haven't really had a chance to look at the data hub yet, and I'm excited to see how this looks and what this looks like. So here it is. This is the data hub. So this is how we're doing sort of generally in our first 5 Premier League games. We're scoring a good number of goals. We're outperforming our XG. And we're also much, much better with our expected goals conceded. We're conceding 0.4 goals per game. We're expecting to concede 1.3 goals per game. So that's pretty good. Our pass completion isn't quite there. What I've noticed as well, against Liverpool, possession was very much similar. But in the games against like Crystal Palace and Leicester and even Coventry in the Carabao Cup, we weren't having much possession at all, but I think that's more to do with the other teams losing the ball rather than us not keeping it very well. We're doing a lot more with the ball, even though we have it a lot less, I think. I want to look out for something like that because I think that's the most interesting thing I've seen with Arsenal so far. We're not having much possession, but we are really using it well. So this was the match momentum in the cup game against Southampton. Ended 1-1 and we won on penalties 5-3 in the end, I think it was. You can see that Southampton did probably have, they had more possession and they had chances, but unfortunately just didn't manage to win it. We're letting our opponents have the ball. We're just not letting them do anything with it. If you look at our crossing, it isn't very good. In the Liverpool game, as I showed you, we didn't complete a single cross. So we actually got the 2nd fewest attempted crosses per game, but also not completing too many either. We're sort of middle of the road. So we've got teams that are trying more crosses and still converting less than us, and like relative to how many they do. So on the data hub, this team analytics screen is the one way there's going to be so much data. So at the moment, we only have the general performance on here. Let's say we wanted to see something for expected goals for the whole league. So if we go to the XG table and tick display in team analytics, I'll add it to this screen. So this is the XG table. So this is what the Premier League table would look like if the teams met their XG exactly. So at the moment, we're 3rd in the league. If our expected goals and expected goals conceded was as it should be, we'd be 6th. So we're actually outperforming our XG and we're doing much better in terms of conceding goals. Liverpool would actually be top of the table, but they're actually 4th. So they're underperforming at the moment. So I want to look for a map on possession. So we've got possession gained and possession lost. Let's add these two because I think this is the most interesting thing so far. So we've got a fairly average number of possession gains, 74 per game compared to 73. So we're pretty much average there in terms of winning the ball. And we're averaging 82 possession losses per game compared to 84. So slightly fewer than average, slightly below average there. And here we've got the possession scatter graph. So you can see we are almost smack bang in the middle there of how much we're winning and losing possession on average. But you can see in the bottom quadrant, you can see the teams that we've faced. You can see Crystal Palace and Leicester and Tottenham in there who aren't winning the ball too much, but they do have possession. So those guys aren't actually losing the ball that much, but they're not winning it that much, which is really, really strange. Like, our possession stats have been really weird. And then we've got our shot map. So this is all the shots that we've attempted in the league and which of these shots result in goals. So you can see we've had 15 attempts on target, bottom left. 4 of those have resulted in goals, 44%. And then we've got player stats here. You can add so many more things for this. So let's say we wanted a possession stat here for midfielders. There we can see Lokonga losing the ball sort of 3 times per 90 minutes, but winning it back 5 times. And there you see Partey and Xhaka and Martin Odegaard not winning the ball as much, but losing it a bit more, which isn't good to see, really. And then in terms of defenders, you can see Tierney and Tomiyasu doing really well as the fullbacks. They have been really good and really impressive for me. So yeah, there is so much to look at, and I kind of want this video to be a decent length. So I think we'll maybe look at a few bits at another time. We've got back-to-back games against Brentford. We've just faced Southampton back-to-back. We've got Brentford in the next round of the Cup. Anyway, that's enough looking at data. Let's jump into the league match against West Ham. Now, we did rotate a lot for the Southampton game. We had Balogun up top. So let's quick pick and let's see what it gives us. See, Ben White is averaging a 6.42. So I've actually been going to Rob Holding recently. And he's been doing a lot better. So Holding and Gabriel have been our sort of first choice centre-back pairing. Benjamin White just hasn't really... he hasn't been doing well. Against Liverpool, he got a 6.2, a 6.6 against Palace, and it was a clean sheet. And a 6.2 in that cup game against Southampton as well. Aubameyang's on the left as an inside forward. Saka's on the right as an inverted winger. Barbosa up top as an advanced forward. And West Ham... they're in the bottom 3, so hopefully this will be a nice win for us. We'll wait and see. Okay, the match is underway. It is West Ham that kick off. They are in their away kit. Of course, we did manage West Ham last year on the Football Manager beta, and that was a lot of fun. We did well with them. We got them back into Europe. I think we got them to an FA Cup final, if I remember, as well. Hopefully things go just as well with Arsenal, and we can maybe get a trophy out of this this little save. Tierney goes for a cross. It's a block, and we get a corner. We're still on extended highlights. I'm going to put it up to key highlights. We've been on extended the whole time. Odegaard with a free kick here in the 10th minute. Gets it back from Aubameyang. He's got a belter of a goal. Here's Thomas Partey. Bukayo Saka hasn't scored a goal for us yet. He attempted to there, but it was blocked. Thomas Partey also gets a blocked shot. Free kick, Odegaard. 24 minutes gone. Aubameyang headers into the goal. Is that going to count? I think the VAR is going to check this. We did get one given in the 4-0 win against Southampton, and that one is given as well. What is going on? VAR actually giving goals? There was nothing wrong with that. Aubameyang gets forward, wins the header, scores his first league goal. No, it's not his first league goal. What am I talking about? He scored 2 against Southampton. So here's the thing. West Ham are having a lot of possession, but they've had 1 shot. So whatever we're doing is working. And at half-time, we go in 1-0 up. We haven't really allowed West Ham anything, even though they've had 57% possession. Let's go out there and get a second goal and, you know, really try and take control of this game. We're just 3 minutes into the second half. Aubameyang. Thomas Partey brought down, and I think that might be a penalty. I think there was a bit of a push there, and I think it was number 41, so I think it was Declan Rice with the foul. Let's see what the decision is. This could be a penalty for us here. It is a penalty. I think Barbosa will take this. He has got 20 penalty taken. Is it Barbosa? No, it's Aubameyang. All right, we'll let Aubameyang take this one, but I'm pretty sure Gabriel Barbosa's got 20 penalty taken. So in future, I think we'll give them to Barbosa. But Aubameyang makes it 2-0 in the 50th minute. His second of the game and his 4th of the season. Odegaard with a free kick, and Gabriel gets his first of the season, and that is 3-0, 54th minute. We are flying, 2 goals in 5 minutes, and Gabriel, the defender, gets his first Arsenal goal. His first goal of the season. He might have scored IRL, I'm not quite sure. He did score one of those against Spurs, but it was disallowed. But we are flying in this game. Chance for a 4th here, maybe. It's a big cross. It's Aubameyang. It's Partey. Oh, and he smashed that. It's hit the bar. It's hit the ground. It's hit the roof of the net once again. And that is another goal. Three goals in, what, 5 or 6 minutes? 4-0 against West Ham. Lokonga with a cross. Look at this by Partey as well. Aubameyang with a header down. Absolutely smashes it off the bar. Yeah, powerful strike. Partey to Aubameyang, who's on a hat-trick. And Gabriel Barbosa can't quite get it in there. Right, I think we can probably make some changes now. Aubameyang, while he's on a hat-trick, is very tired. So we are going to get him off. We'll bring on Smith Rowe for the left-hand side. And I think we will take off Barbosa and go Martinelli up top. We're 4-0 up. We can afford to, you know, maybe change things up a bit. But West Ham, despite their possession, have offered nothing today. They've had one shot. Funnel change. Saka is going to come off. Martinelli can move to the right. Balogun will go on up top. I'm not allowing Lacazette in this team. Lacazette's not playing for me. He's blocked moves. He's trying to run down his contract, so he ain't playing. It's as simple as that. Just a minute and a half to go of the 90 here. And West Ham looking to get a goal here. And they might get it. Antonio with the ball in the net. But the referee has not quite given this yet. We'll wait and see what the decision is here. Another VAR check. And that one has been disallowed. No goal for West Ham. We'll see it again. Fornals with the ball to, I think it was Bowen. It was Bowen. It was actually Bowen that was offside. Antonio was fine. A terrible throw in there by Samir. Here's Martinelli, but he loses the ball to Vlasic. Here's Antonio. And I think this is the thing with our sort of tactic with Arsenal. West Ham in these last few minutes have managed to sort of get forward a little bit more. So I think that's the whole, you know, tiredness of like our pressing game. I think that's what that is. We're allowing West Ham to have the ball here. But again, they're happy to just knock it around in midfield here until they find a way through. Here's Antonio. Takes it past Lokonga. And again, that's just easy for Gabriel to clear. But here's Bowen. And there's no doubt about that one. West Ham do just get a consolation goal in the 94th minute. Jared Bowen with it. But yeah, just a consolation goal. It's been a rotten night for the Hammers, unfortunately. But they do manage to get at least one goal. So no clean sheet for us. I think that's the first league goal we've conceded since we lost to Liverpool. But it's fine. We still win 4-1. And that's full time. And that was only West Ham's second shot of the game. So a pretty rotten day overall for them. Antonio with a 5.9. Yeah, just a rotten night for West Ham there. And yeah, despite 44% possession, we absolutely bossed that game. West Ham have had a rotten start to their season. And that puts them now second from bottom. Although Crystal Palace is yet to pick up a point in 6 games. That's not good. Leicester also right down there. And I think I mentioned that Brendan Rodgers was managing Newcastle now. The Leicester manager is Gennaro Gattuso. So obviously that's not a good acquisition there, as Leicester find themselves just a point above the relegation zone. So a nice dominant win there against West Ham United, a team that I thought we would be contending with for Europe, but they're actually having a rotten season, West Ham. Wolves are 5th. Wolves are actually having a good run. I think we might take on Wolves next time, you know. Might be a fun match. They're, you know, in contention for Europe. They're in those possessions. I think Wolves would be a nice team to play next episode. But since the loss to Liverpool, we have really been doing well. That was a really tough game against the Reds. But since then, you know, we've conceded just 1 league goal. We needed penalties to beat Southampton, but that was a rotated side. Yeah, things have been going much, much better. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on. Let me know that you're enjoying the content and you won't miss any uploads as well. So make sure you do that if you want to see more. Thank you for the support so far on the FM22 stuff. There's going to be other bits and pieces coming out over the next while. Not just going to be Let's Play stuff. There's going to be some other things, maybe some experiments and simulations and things like that, just some different content for you, and hopefully we can continue this winning streak into next episode. We've got Burnley, Man United, Everton, and a double header against Brentford off camera, so hopefully we get some more points there. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.